Doing 5 back tests. It is Friday, January 19th, 2023. And right here on the chart, I have, let me at least go to, no, I'm going to go to the 4 hour here. So the 4 hour to capture the entire move here. And this will conclude the 20 back tests after I complete these 5. Hopefully I said that correct. But anyway, so here's the 4 hour trend here. There aren't any crosses of the moving averages. I dropped down to the 30-minute. And for this particular trend, no crossings of the moving average. Then and so on here, I do have some divergence for this 30-minute trend. However, it's high volume divergence. I'm also overextended, price being well above the moving averages. I also dropped down to the 4-minute time frame from here, and I need to mark my level. I thought I did already, but what I have here is, and I have convergence, so just a moment for me to update this really fast. All right. So I have that in place, and so I have some volume going on here. So I expect for price to pull back. I am going to wait for a correction or something of the sort before I participate in the market. For this particular structure, my initial thought was to potentially just go for a buy, just because to the left price was here at one particular time, but since I'm so close, I'm just going to wait. I do have low volume here, so I think this may be just the beginning potentially of a correction. So I'm just going to play it out and see where it lands before I make a definite decision on a position. I did place some candles here, but one thing I forgot to also add in is I had put this area here in red, just capturing the pullback and seeing how price was going to respond once it exited this particular zone here. So price did push up out of it and retest it, and has launched out of it thereafter. As higher highs are being made, there is a decrease of volume as well as overextension. However, on the other triangle, the other trend, I'm still bearish, a strong bear. So I just need to be patient and wait for the correction. Here I put out some additional candles. I did move this red zone from somewhere here to here, and price is now it has crossed the trend line, as well as the MACD being crossed. There is low volume as well as the overextension here. And just again to capture where the 30-minute. So still have volume there. I'm currently buying, however, with selling momentum. So I do think that I may be getting a pullback or a correction. So I will just continue to see how price plays. One, in this red zone, but two, where I have this other particular level here in gray, because price hasn't been here in quite some time. And I did play out a few more candles here. I have this as my highest high right here. I do have a wick. However, thus far price is playing within this red zone here. It has broken I did update this from 4 to 5 minutes, as well as this level of violation here. This is my lowest low. And so I'm just waiting to see how price is going to respond. I am looking for a correction, so for a sell for this overall bullish trend. Alright, so still being on the 5-minute time frame, price did get up to this particular zone. What's kind of frustrating about this is I initially started right here, and just this much has been given, and I could have had my 1 to 1.5 easily. However, I'm just still in eye training, if you will, and could have at least, if I would have taken it up to maybe this particular trend. But anyways, aside of that, moving forward, so price has come up to this particular zone and is playing within this red area here, this quote-unquote kingdom. And so it has broken the trend line. It hasn't quite broken the impetus, but I do have the break of the MACD low volume, as well as the overextension becoming no longer overextended. So I'm going to give this one more candle. Okay. I'm waiting for, okay, so right here I do have where the candle has broken or closed on this zone right here. And so I am going to go in for a sell right here. And I'm just going to go for a 1 to 1.5, and actually I'm going to put my stop loss up here, and I'm just going to go to this specific area of demand and see what happens. Oh, stopped out. Okay, goodness gracious. Well, I'm curious to see now if it'll give me the sell that I was looking for. Okay, gave me the sell I was looking for. The correction wasn't over. That is so aggravating. Oh my gosh. Alright. And updates have been made, so I now have a 10-minute trend. I did update the level here. Price has gone through my 30-minute trend, and what I did also was fib this overall trend, and price is close to the 786 as well as the zone that I have here. Also, being on the 10-minute, I do have divergence as well as a break of the MACD. When I go to the 30-minute, just to look at my higher time frame, I do have a decrease of volume on the MACD, almost a break here. However, I still have lots of volume here, so this makes me think that price is currently in just a pullback or a correction before it continues up, and I'm still in the overextension. So I've just got to be mindful of there's potential to buy and not to get caught up in this correction, although there is buying or selling potential. I have so many thought processes, and I hope that I capture them all. Okay, so price is currently, of course, right here where this candle is. And so I have the price has gone to near the 786. And however, it looks like it's based upon my moving averages that I may still be just at the beginning of the correction. So when I drop down to 1 minute, I do see the 3 waves in here, price being above the moving averages. Okay, I forgot what my thought process was, but anyway, so I'm on the 1 minute time frame. I do see the 3 waves in here. I do see that there is convergence. There's volume here. There is convergence. I have the overextension going on right here. Price being above the moving averages, break of the MACD. So with that being said, I'm hesitant on what to do. My 10-minute time frame. Let's go there. Okay, so there right there is still showing the bearish momentum, as well as currently selling bearish momentum. I still got the overextension here, although it's potentially about to cross here. So I'm gonna give it one more candle and see. Okay. One more candle. So it's definitely respecting this, the area that I have in red. So I wonder if this is going to be like an A, B, and then a C down here maybe. I did play out a couple more candles here, and price is now at this particular zone. The MACD is about to be broken. It's currently buying, however, it still has like a bar of selling momentum. When I go to the 30-minute time frame, just to capture what it's looking like, I do have divergence, low volume here. There may be a break, however, I still have volume here on this MACD as well as the overextension in the stochastic. So this may be again just the correction. So now that price is here, I'm curious to see if this is going to be a retest for the A, the B, and then a C back down. So I'll see what happens. And so being on the 10-minute time frame, I see how price continues to respect this particular zone here in white with wicks. And when I was on the 30-minute, I got a bearish candle here, still respecting this particular zone. So I think it's going to give me the sell, A, B, and give me the finish up this correction. And so when I go to the 1 minute time frame, I do see that so I have this going on. If I had a, let's see, let me put a trend line in place for the 1 minute. So far this has been the highest high. No, this over here is the highest high. Okay. And so price has now crossed the trend line. If I had an impetus in place, it would be about right here. And so I'm going to go for a sell. This is about a 1.5. So let's see. Oh, it's probably going to push up a little bit more before giving me the sell. Okay. Alright, so being on the 10-minute time frame, price of course has broken through the trend line as well as my 30-minute here, broke through the 10-minute impetus, retraced through it, came back up, and when I was looking at this particular trend being on the 1 minute, alright, so if I had a trend line here, price did break out of it. I wonder if it's even 30 seconds. Okay, so it's definitely 1 minute. Where did it go? Oh, okay, I'm getting myself confused. Alright, so this being a 1 minute trend. 2, I'm seeing where like there was the break and retest of the previous trend. So the break and then the retest occurring right here. And then it launching off. It still is in this area here, this big area of supply. So now with that being said, I need to make some adjustments to all of this, and also too just seeing how price responded to my zone. So this area in red again, price just breaking through. I think this was on 10 minutes when I had boxed it up, maybe. Okay, maybe it wasn't. Anyways, I don't even know what time frame it was. So price came out of it and then went back through and retested it and then launched. And so this is of course where price is currently. So I'll make some updates. From this 30-minute viewpoint, it looks like I'm still in the correction. So with that being said, I did update to, actually it's supposed to be 25 minutes. No, it actually gave me a higher high. All right, let me review this again. So being on the 25-minute time frame, I'm going to see how price responds to this particular level by giving it one more candle. Just continuing to make higher highs. It's an overall bullish trend, so price is getting away from me. Well, all right, drop down to the 2 minute. The trend has gotten away from me again. Goodness gracious. All right, so with that being said, So far a higher high has been made, so I will update this. Price is in this very strong zone here. Going back to the 25 minutes, I do see high volume here, which did taper off, so I do still see high volume happening here, overextension on the 25 minutes. So if I go back down to the 2, I think price has gone, for this particular trend for the 2-minute, price has been going for quite some time, so I need to wait for some type of correction. And if I were to fib this, price has already given me about this 1 to 2, so I think that it's going to potentially correct for a sell, then I can get in for a buy. Okay, nope, it took off. However, it is out of this particular zone now, so that's helpful to know. So let's see what happens after this. All right, nice. Okay, gave me a pullback. Oh gosh. All right, I'm just gonna play it out because the trend, this 2-minute trend has been going for a little bit. It's gotta correct. I know as soon as I go in for a buy, it's when I start selling. I know it is. Still making higher highs. Smaller candles. What day is this? This is on a Tuesday. Okay, nice. So got the crosses, price being below, and stop and go to the 10. What's happening right here? Okay, so this may be my pullback. Let's see, I'm on a 10-minute time frame. Go to 25. I did update the trend here, so it went from 4 minutes to 15 minutes. Price is definitely consolidating, and I put this area here in green to see how price was going to respond. Initially, when I had stopped the video, price was here, and I let it just play out to see what was going to happen. I think it was on a 4-minute time frame, and it wasn't. Anyways, updated these levels here. Price is now above here, above this area here in green. I've got low volume here, currently buying, however, with selling momentum. So with that being said, I got a decrease in volume here as well. However, volume is still pretty strong, so I am still expecting some buying potential once this correction, this messy correction, is over. I did play out some additional candles. Price did give me 2 strong candles out of the zone. So in all fairness, let's just say that I entered right here. I'm gonna give it that much and maybe just a 1-to-1 to this particular zone. Update that. Again, super low volume here, and I still have some volume here as well as the overextension on the 15-minute time frame. So when I drop down to a 1, all right, so my hesitancy is I'm on the 15-minute time frame here. I've got low volume, so I'm wondering if this is going to consolidate. Yeah, if it's going to consolidate here. However, I still have volume and again the overextension. So I drop down to the 1-minute time frame. And I have this right here going on. This looks like the pullback for a continuation up. I have strong volume. So I'm just going to go ahead and go in for a sell right here and see what happens. I think it was about right here. Okay. So the sell I've been looking for all of this time has just now happened. I'm so confused. I feel so confused. Alright, stop right there. Alright, back to the drawing board. Being on the 15-minute time frame, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the A, the B, and the C, potentially. I've got a price below the moving averages. It's broken the trend line here. And break of the MACD, low volume, overextension. Even when I go to the 30-minute time frame, I finally got the low volume that I've been looking for. Still have lots of volume here, so again, I do think this is a correction for the continuation, as well as this overextension for the overextension is going to give me a sell. I just don't know how much more buying it's going to get before it gives me the drop. So with that being said, what was I on the 15? So I've got this going on right here. And maybe, just maybe, after this correction is over, I can go in for a buy. And it looks like that may be it. 15, it's, nope, okay. Still selling right there. A single candle was played and it gave me this huge one. Super huge one. Right here. So I just wanted to capture that right quick. The zones and levels have all been updated, so now it's now a 26-minute trend, and I got the level of violation here. This demand zone price did come back and retest it before launching off of it, and so when I drop down to the 2-minute time frame, and alright, so I've got this particular trend right here. Price broke through, let's just say if I had a trend line here, as well as if there was a zone right here, it broke through it, gave like a 2-candle pullback before pushing up. So let's just say if my entry were to be right here, and I'm just going to go up to this particular zone, so it's looking like about a 1-to-1. So let's see what happens. Alright, so what I'm seeing here, looks like a correction is about to happen. So here is maybe an A and a B, and maybe a C may potentially come right here. So let me see what happens. It didn't make a higher high. It's neck to neck. Looks like a correction is potentially coming. I'm going to put a zone right here to see what it wants to do, and right now it's respecting that zone, and looks like it made a slightly higher high. This definitely has made a higher high. I've got low volume, and it's okay, so that's what it's looking like right now. I am playing the candles out one by one and adjusting the trend line here, and price is just continuing to inch bullish. And then it breaks the trend line there, as well as having a break of the MACD. I still do think that price is bullish. I've got lots of volume, so I think it's going to give me a pullback or a correction before continuing up. I did go up to a higher time frame just so I could see the market structure a little bit more compared to a 2-minute. When I think I hit the pause button, price was maybe here, and I see that it's making lower lows. So, and actually it has made a higher high right here. So the correction could potentially be over. However, I still have low volume here. I went up to a higher time frame to the second triangle here, and I noticed that there is still some bullish volume and very strong bullish volume here. So again, just waiting for the correction to be over for the potential buy. And after playing at a candle, I did put this particular zone in place for a level for it to respect, and I do have a strong 26 minute candle that went through it. So I think it appears that the correction is over. So A, B, C, and I'm just going to go to this particular zone here, and just for a 1-to-1. No, I'm going to wait for one more candle, just in case. Okay, so from there, I just want a 1-to-1. That's all I'm looking for. And I'm going through this zone. However, this particular take profit either has hit, no, it almost has. So with that being said, let me see what happens. Stopped out almost. Oh yes, for sure stopped out. There's the correction. And does it give me the buy for the other trade? It's consolidating in the areas of supply and demand that I had marked here in green. And it's got super low volumes, and it hits my take profit. So my take profit was on a Wednesday, and it took it till Monday. That's far too long, but anyways, here I have updated all of my trend lines and zones and things of that sort. So I have a 4-hour, 85-minute, a 20, and a 2-minute. What I'm also noticing is just as prices continuing to play out, how my trend lines are getting more and more close together. Before they were pretty expanded, or there was some space between the two, but they're getting narrow. So that being said, I'm just going to drop down to the 20-minute. And seeing that there is low volume here, price being, let's see, where's my 20? Right here. So this is what I have going on right here, and the zone for it being right here. Price so far has crossed my 2-minute. Oh, okay. So before I get, so low bullish volume for both MACDs. I'm not overextended anywhere, and I'm also in a very high. A very strong zone here in white. I haven't gotten a candle yet to break through it, and I have again this 2-minute trend, no crossings back and forth of the moving averages, so it's what's most appropriate for here. Got the level here that price has violated, so it's given so far 1, 2, and so 3 levels, or not levels, but pushes, not like an A, B, and C, excuse me. This is overall like an overall correction. So even if I say this is an A, B, and then this is C. So I'm just going to wait it out and see what price is going to do in this level here in white before I set a position. On this 2-minute time frame, so price has broken the trend line, and I've began to trap this particular area. It has gone past the trend line and is above the moving averages, and I have convergence going on. So far a lower low hasn't been made here yet, really close, but I did go up to the 5-minute time frame to see what everything is looking like, and so I still think this is in a corrective pattern. Everything is still bearish so far, so I am, let's see, it's already crossed this. I'm going to I'm not sure how or why I missed this right here. This would have been ideal. So a break of the trend line, break. And my rules are once it breaks the trend line and crosses the 2050 is when I enter. So, and even, let's just say it retested on the 2050 right here. So this would have been my entry. Aside of that, let me just play this out a bit more just to ensure the correction being over. All right, so again, I was on the 2-minute time frame, and I just continued to let price play out, and I adjusted my trend line, and it ended up being 5 minutes. So right here, it appears that maybe the correction is over. I do have a divergence, so from this low to this low, there is a loss of volume, and this appears to be A, B, and C. And just to ensure, I think the correction is over. It appears that it is. So I am going to, gosh, there's still low volume on the higher time frame. So I wonder if it's going to consolidate. So I went to a higher time frame just to see if to see candles come up out of this, well, how price was going to respond in this area in white. So I was just going candle by candle, but before I hit that, I was wondering, like, okay, I had this red line here, and I saw that there was a retest to it. I don't know that this, although it's a win, I don't know that it counts because I was hesitant in entering. Because I had the notion, I was thinking that price was telling me that it was going to give me a sell. So I'm going to give this one more attempt. I am on the 20-minute time frame, and the candles here look pretty decent, but they're still small. And even if I were to go, let's just say, to the 5-minute time frame, those are like little baby candles. So I think price is telling me it's going to give me a correction potentially. Let's see. I mean, I have this other zone for it to, okay, well, it's taken off. I guess it's going to do something different. I still have some high, oh, okay. What is it doing? What is it doing? That's on the 5. Let me go to the 20-minute. Okay, price is just taking off without me. Anyway, I have this other zone up here, so that's what I'm shooting for. So with that being said, price is giving me 1 wave, 2 wave, 3 wave so far. So it could be about to give me a correction pretty soon, or at least that's what I'm anticipating. But it just keeps going up. Okay, here we go. Here's the correction I'm looking for. Nice. Break of the trend line. Up there was my pullback potentially, and I'm gonna see if I get a 2050 cross up, and if I were to drop, maybe let's just say to the 5, this would have been the correction right here for it, and my entry would have been here had I been on the lower time frame, but I'm not on the right time frame, so I'm just going to go for a buy here, go for a 1-to-1 here. I've got volume on the 5-minute. Let me see what 1 looks like. I've got volume there as well. Bullish volume on everything. Stop loss right here. And see if it gives me at least a 1 into 1.5. Everything is looking bullish. However, maybe it's giving me the correction now. I'm gonna go up on the high, time frame so I can play this out a bit faster. Okay. Whatever. All right, that's enough for the day. Yeah. All right. So 6 trades, and I got 1 out of 6. Well, I meant I got 2 out of 6. However, that was still money lost. I am so unsure. More work to be done. That's all I know to say. Definitely more work to be done.